Hello, got something very different for today. Non-alcoholic beer. They call this a double hop IPA. Less than 5.5% alcohol. So this brewery, Athletic Brewing, is one from New England. Looks like it's brewed at Two Roads in Stratford, Connecticut, most likely. And they have been getting pretty popular around here, seeing their beers all over. Haven't tried any of them. Have tried very few non-alcoholic IPAs, or non-alcoholic beers in general. Haven't tried any craft ones, I don't think. I tried some of the more, mass-produced ones years ago and didn't like any of them. But this one, I kind of picked up because Matt from Massive Beer Reviews did a mystery review of this. He didn't know what it was. Someone sent it to him, and he thought it was just kind of a pretty good, like, double dry hopped IPA, 67% or something like that. He was pretty surprised. So I thought I would get it. It's also pretty inexpensive. All the beers are just like $10 a 6-pack at most places. So this uses Amarillo and Chinook hops, some hops that I've been really enjoying in hazy IPAs. Of course, this glass is not perfectly clean, but as you can see, it is a very hazy beer, maybe a tad darker than your average hazy IPA, but not gray or brown or murky or anything scary like that. Head looks pretty nice, and I like how it says it's 80 calories on here, so more carbs though. It's 80 calories but 14 carbohydrates, 14 grams of carbohydrates. So interesting how that works out for non-alcoholic beers. The calories can be so low, but the carbs high like that. And the Chinook is definitely pretty strong. It has that piney, resinous, kind of older-fashioned, sappy bite in there, but there's a lot of floral notes that I really like. That are also kind of more old-fashioned, rosy, but it smells a lot like grapefruit too. From the Amarillo's bringing in some nice citrus notes. Orangey, I get a lot of orangey from Amarillo, but I feel like the bitterness and the resinous quality from the Chinook is kind of moving it more into the grapefruit territory. It smells really a lot like fresh, nice grapefruit juice. And the head, it's kind of an interesting head. It's got some dense bubbles and soapy ones, but it looks like it's not going to stick around too long. And of course you get some of that unfermented barley in there, but it's not scary. Like, the hops are so strong that covers that up. It almost is the kind of barley smell I get from some brewers who make IPAs that happen to also, they have a little bit of barley flavor actually. Very big mouthfeel. Ooh, and it's pretty bitter. I don't know if they say the IBUs on here, but it seems like they'd be pretty high. But very, very flavorful. But lots of nice citrusy, floral flavors. It's almost perfumey in its intensity. And the hops are just so strong, and there's a good amount of body that I can see maybe thinking this has a good amount of alcohol in it if I didn't know otherwise. Pretty good head retention, probably thanks to all the hopping. But it's a nice beer. It is definitely more bitter and sappy, piney, all that stuff than about 90% of the hazy IPAs these days, but I'm enjoying it. I'm definitely going to buy more of this. This is also very fresh. I reckon that the stuff maybe doesn't move super fast, but this is canned. Oh, that's all smudged. But this is definitely canned like about 3 weeks ago, I think, even less. So the hops are super strong. I bet if you buy like a 3-month-old can of this, I don't know how good it's going to be. I don't know how well hops age in non-alcoholic beers. But we got a little bit of lacing there happening. I would recommend this, especially if you like more kind of bitter, dry IPAs, and you also like hazy IPAs, but you want to just dip your toe into non-alcoholic beers, this is definitely one of the better ones. I think a lot of people say this is one of the best, but on Untappd there's some more highly rated non-alcoholic beers, but this is the best one I've probably ever had, and it's really good to actually blend with other IPAs. I've been blending it with some hazy IPAs that are a little bit too sweet and mild for me. And what's cool is you can blend this, half and half of the double IPA, and it immediately brings it down to a session IPA strength, like 4%, but it doesn't seem like that. It still has lots of body. It's really cool. Maybe I'll do a blending video one of these days. I've been wanting to do that because I really enjoy blending similar beer styles, sour beers and saisons, IPAs with other IPAs. If one's too hazy and bitter, has a throat burn, but then one is too sweet or isn't very hazy, you can kind of make your favorite blend. And I don't think there's anything, wrong with that, as long as you aren't desecrating awesome, perfect beers. But this is good. I would give this over a 4, honestly. I'm probably going to keep buying this one. Or maybe I'll try some of the other ones, but this kind of just bucks the whole thing about lifeless alcoholic beers, because it's just really, really, really hoppy. I'd be interested in how many pounds per barrel they use in this beer. Very good. Bye.